All right, Coach, start off the week with a home and home with NKU. I know with conference season going on, it might be difficult at times to not look past these midweeks, but how do you guys keep the guys' heads focused and locked in for the midweek games?
These are great opportunities for some guys, man. We got some pitchers throwing this week that really need to show us something. There'll be a couple other guys in the lineup that maybe haven't gotten in there in a few games or so. It's important, man. I don't think we should have anybody overlooking these games, especially given our track record. That's something that we're trying to be put an emphasis on this year, is making sure we're taking care of every game, and we haven't done well in midweek games. Certainly last year we didn't do well in many games, period, last year, but midweek games were a tough topic, so that's something we're putting a lot of emphasis on, and I think we will be ready to go.
This weekend with Bowling Green, you've got a couple of conference series under your belt now. I know you'd like to get a sweep at some point. You probably feel like you've left a couple games on the field. What has to be the focus going into those games and trying to just go ahead and get 3?
Well, I think it's more than trying to get 3. I think it's trying to get Friday. We got a big game Friday against Bowling Green, and that's what we want to make sure we take care of business on. You can't sweep a team until you win the first game, and can't win the second game when you're playing the first game. So I think that's the biggest thing, and I think, I do think we can have a little bit more of a killer instinct, that blood in the water type thing in our team, where if we are lucky enough to win Friday, Saturday, that we really got to take care of business on Sunday. And I think this past weekend, I don't. It was a weird day, but I think we could have had a little bit more to us to try and win that third game, and certainly my goal every weekend is to sweep the team we're playing. So I'd love to do it, but Bowling Green is a very good team. They've been one of the scrappiest teams in this conference for a long time, and they're a tough team to take 2 or 3 from, let alone sweep. So we got our work cut out for us.
You talk about consistency being an issue a little bit. The offense has maybe sputtered from what it was in the beginning of the year. The pitching has picked up the slack a little bit the last couple of weeks. What is it going to take? Is there anything you can do to kind of get that to all mesh together, or does it just kind of come together naturally at some point?
Well, I think hitting is tough. Hitting is a tough thing. I think for a couple of weeks we were making it look a lot easier than it is, but it's a difficult thing to do, and it's difficult to be consistent with. The thing that's frustrating to me is our at-bats can be more consistent. Our approach can be more consistent. Whether our stat line at the end of the game says we banged out 13 hits and 8 runs, if we did that every day, we'd probably win a lot of games. But what's frustrating to me is our approach seems to be inconsistent right now, and that's something that our hitters need to do a better job of making sure they've got the right things going through their head every time they get in the batter's box. I certainly like the steps our pitching staff has taken. I think we're starting to really firm up some roles with guys out of the bullpen. We've gotten better starts, which has allowed us to do that. It's tough to firm up a role out of the bullpen when your starter's only giving you 3 or 4 innings every start. So it's been good to get a few pretty good starts in a row now. We know who we're counting on in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th inning, and if those are bullpen innings, I think we've got a little bit better idea right now than we probably did 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, who's going to take care of those innings. So I'm very confident this team's going to hit. It's going to be a good offensive team, and as the pitching catches up, I think I'm optimistic of where this team can get going right now. Thank you.